What's up, ladies? Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to Fit and Toned Physique Mastery for Busy Achievers. We are so excited to be here with you and so excited that you are here as well. Ladies, will one of you please pin this to the top of our Facebook group, as I always forget to ask before. Please do that. I'm going to give you ladies a few minutes to jump on before we get started to make sure that you are getting all the goodies. And while I do that, I'm going to get some music. Hello. Say hello as you're coming on so we can say hi to you, so we know that you're here. And we're just super excited to give you all this information. As a reminder for those who are new to Queens of Iron and new to this Facebook group, if that's where you're watching, we do these master classes once per month. We really come together as a trainer team and say, all right, where are these ladies struggling most, right? Where are they needing the most support? And then we create 3 or 4 deep dive topics to just solve your problems, to help you really progress further and further along your fitness journey and your process. Okay, awesome. Hello, I see some of you coming on. What's up? Please say hello as you're coming on. If you want us to see your name, which we would appreciate, you can just grant StreamYard permission. There should be a place to click under the title. But if not, don't worry, we'll be able to see your name after this. So let me give ladies about 2 more minutes, maybe 1 more minute to jump on, and then I'll get us started. Hello, hello. I see more of you coming on. So glad that you're here. Welcome, welcome. I'm going to put a little bit of music in the background. Yay, here we go. Now, oh, the messages are coming in. I love it. Awesome. What's up? Hello. I love it. Good, ladies. Okay, great. Well, why don't we go ahead and dive in about 30 more seconds. And I keep saying, we're just so excited. Awesome, you guys. Good. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and dive in. So ladies, first, I actually want to bring on one of our staff members, Shelby Starks, and I want to introduce her. Hello, Shelby. We know her screen is a little bit dark. We've been trying to get the light, but Mac settings are a beast sometimes. So Shelby is on our support staff, and she is really helpful in making sure that you ladies get the resources that you're asking for, macro calculators, information about other resources or coaching, or really like anything you need. She just makes sure that you have that resource. What we find happening, though, is when she sends you a message, because you're not friends on Facebook, we go to this special place called message request folder, and then we're stuck there. And you're like, where's my resource? And we're like, my message is waiting for you. So we have found a solution. And I'm going to pop. Oh, is it? Yeah, love, I think it's your volume not working. Everyone else can hear me, right? I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Carrie, love it. Shelby is amazing. So Shelby is, or I'm going to drop a link, you guys, for you to go right into a one-on-one message with her. You can even comment like masterclass. So that way, as you're asking for resources, she can be sending them to you. She's going to be on here in the background, just sending you guys what you asked for. So Shelby, why don't you take a quick moment? Oh, no one has volume. Can you ladies hear me? Can someone please confirm that they have volume on your side? Shelby, can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Okay. So give me just a second, because let me just make sure. Oh yeah, my mic is working. Okay, cool. All right, thanks, ladies. Okay, all right, then I'm gonna keep going. All right, okay, good. Someone fix it. Okay, thanks, ladies. Awesome, awesome. I love it. So many of you are here. Hello. I had to restart Facebook. Okay, cool. All right, there's more, but I'm going to keep going. Thank you so much. So I'm going to drop a link to get connected with Shelby, again, to give you the resources you're asking for. Shelby, while I do that, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself, please?
Hey, ladies. I am Shelby, and I am part of the support staff, like Kristen just mentioned. I'm here to help you take the stress away from your health and fitness, right? By just guiding you with insight and the many free resources that Kristen just touched on. So a bit about my background. I grew up a 3-sport athlete, was part of my high school lifting program for all 4 years. I went on to the pro circuit in the equestrian world and studied to obtain my NASM certification to be a personal trainer. And Queens of Iron has only expanded upon what I learned in my certification process, as well as, real life experience. Truly, I've learned, the how, the why, the outcome behind all of my lifts and nutritional goals. And I stand behind our mission here, which is to help every determined woman possible reach their healthiest, fittest self in a balanced and sustainable way. So I'm super excited to support you and propel you onto the path to your healthiest and fittest self. And I hope to chat with you all soon.
Awesome. Shelby, thank you so much. I appreciate it. All right, ladies, beautiful. Well, we are here to help you understand why your body may not be changing in the way you're wanting it to, even though you're definitely putting in all the work. So we have 4 different problems that we're going to guide you into a solution for. So without further ado, let me introduce you to trainer and coach Megan.
Hey guys, Coach Meg here. So, first of all, I just want to say hi. I'm so excited. I love doing these master classes with you because I just feel like it's so fun to get to see and comment in real time. So, I just really appreciate all of you guys that took the time out of your day to get on the live, and let's get going. So, let's talk about you ladies. Let's talk about how I know you're doing all the things, right? You're eating healthy and you're just not getting those results that you want. Well, something you might be doing, or I guess something you may not be doing, is tracking what's going in your body. It may sound a little silly to you because you know, right? You know what you're putting in your body is really good for you. You're making all the right decisions when it comes to food quality, but you're just not seeing the results. Does this sound like you? If so, drop a 1 in the comments. I want to see if this sounds like you. I'm going to take a swig of my coffee. Yes, coffee.
So Meg, is this women who they're eating super healthy and they're not tracking their food, or is this also the women who are tracking, but maybe not everything because they're eating
Yeah,
stuff?
I was realizing I was taking a swig. I'm like, Megan, you need to clarify a little bit. So, you know, you're making all the right decisions when it's coming to that quality food you're putting into your body, but you're like, dude, why am I not seeing these changes? That's who I'm talking to. Sorry, guys. Yes, Carrie, I see your 1. Sorry, guys, I apologize. Or let me move on. So maybe you are tracking your food, right? But you're not tracking everything. You're crushing your macros and you're not seeing any change. Well, possibly something you could not be tracking would be your BLTs. And we like to call those your bites, your licks, your tastes, as well as your sips. And BLTs used to be an issue I personally had because I've got kids, right? You're walking around, 1 bite of this, 1 lick of that, 1 swig of that. And you're like, what the heck? Why am I not seeing any changes, right? You're just testing things out and you don't even notice what's happening. But in the moment, while it might seem minor, right? It might not seem like a big deal. It will add up. Like you will be flabbergasted if you start adding all of that stuff up. It's insane. Does this sound like you? Possibly. Are you maybe not tracking all those BLTs? If that sounds more like you, I want to see a number 2. Drop a number 2 in the chat. All right. Yep. I hear you. I hear you. It's so easy to do, right? You just are like, this looks good. I just need a little nibble. Yeah, 2,000 exclamation points. I hear you. I feel you. Okay. It does, guys. It does totally add up, especially over a week's time, right? Like one day, you may not notice it, but 7 consecutive days, like literally hundreds to 1,000 calories almost. Okay. So, I feel you, right? And I can imagine you're probably feeling a little frustrated, right? And you might feel like maybe you've hit a plateau. I hate that word, but maybe you've hit a plateau and this is just as good as it gets for you, right? And you could even be possibly feeling annoyed, right? Because in the back of your mind, like, I know there's something I feel like I'm missing, but I'm not really sure how the heck to get there. And if you're not annoyed and you're not frustrated, you might just be downright angry, right? You feel like you have no control over what your body is doing. It's almost as if it's like revolting against you. And that's infuriating. I totally feel you. Do any of you ladies feel like this right now? If so, let's see a number 3 in the chat. Yep. I feel you, Jenny. Yep. Okay. So here's the thing. When you're not tracking what's going on in your body, it's really hard to know if you're getting all the right amounts of macros, right? Carbs, fats, protein. You could sit here and you could eat healthy all day long and not see any gains if you're not putting the right ratio of macros into your body. I'm going to say that again, right? You can eat healthy all day and not see any gains if you're not putting the right ratio of macros into your body, right? And the crazy thing is, when you're not putting enough of something into your body, it could be using that precious protein that you're trying to build muscle with, and it might be taking it away and using it somewhere else, which I get super frustrating, right? You could also be giving your body a bit too much of all the healthy foods. And even though it's super healthy, guys, I feel you, you're putting the good things in and they're nutrient dense filled foods. Your body only needs so much of it until it's going to turn it to excess fat. So I wanted to give you guys some signs that your body might be giving you if you're not getting the right amount of macros. Okay. So you might be feeling fatigued. You might be feeling sluggish or have no energy, or you might not be seeing any composition changes, right? Like the scale's not moving down, but even if the scale might be moving down, your measurements aren't changing, and it's just super frustrating, right? And these signs can be from under eating also to overeating. So it's crazy. There's this huge, the pendulum can swing quite wide with this. And something else I want to touch on lightly, ladies, because we hear this a lot, and it's hormones. Just for a second, okay? And usually, I don't want to say 100%, but so very close. We've maybe had one client not respond in the history of Queens of Iron. If you get on the right macros for your body, it will help get your hormones in check. As well as a key piece, lady, is fiber, okay? Fiber, we should all be tracking our fiber. We recommend about 25 grams a day of fiber, but this can range per person. And adequate amounts of fiber really aid in digestion. And a great way to help you know if you're getting enough fiber is if you're getting enough fruits and veggies in your day. And fiber can sometimes be a little tricky, right? Because people respond differently. But constipation and bloating are some things you might notice if you're not getting enough fiber, but also if you're getting too much fiber. Yes, you can actually get too much fiber, which is crazy. So we tracking? Or are we feeling some value? I hope I'm hitting some people with some information that they're really finding valuable, because I wanted to take a minute and I wanted to talk about a current client I have, and her name is Katie. And Kristen, I would love if you could show her graphic when I start talking about her story. So she came into the program and she was so fatigued. She's not losing any weight. And she didn't want to lose weight. She just wanted more muscle. She wanted to be able to have the stamina to get through a long day at work. And she's a plastic surgeon. So she is so busy. She wanted to have the energy to come home, hang out with her kids. And what we figured out is she wasn't tracking what she was eating. We figured out she was super low on carbs and super low on protein. And once we made those little adjustments, she started feeling better. She told me she has more stamina to be able to pick up her daughter at the end of the night when she comes home and pop her around on her shoulders. And instead, before, she was just too pooped. Her real goal was to be like a physically capable mom. And she said her transformation has been remarkable. But she's being modest, because I'm going to have Kristen pull up her photos, because her physical changes are beautiful as well, right? Like, look at that. And it's so beautiful when the mind and then the body follows, right? It's all in a line. It all goes together, ladies. But look at that. I'm so proud of her. And she's with us for almost, I think, 2 more years. So she's just here, and I am here for that. So anyway, pivoting a little bit, ladies. We discussed how you were feeling about what was going on, right? Frustrated, which is not a fun spot to be at all. But let's talk about how you actually want to feel, right? You want to feel empowered. You want to know that you're going to wake up in the morning and you know exactly what you're going to put in your body. You're putting the nutrient-dense food that your body needs to be at its best. And you don't want it to be a thought in your mind that you're not doing the best thing for your body, right? You just wake up and it happens. You want to feel confident in your choices and go on with your day, spending more time on things that are more important to you, right? Rather than second guessing, did I put was that good enough? Did I get enough of that right? So let's just start tracking, right? The main reason it's not happening is you're just not tracking all the food. It's an easy fix, guys, and it's a crucial one if you want to open up that next chapter for yourself and your body goals. All right, ladies, let's drop a 4 if you agree with what I'm saying. I'm going to grab a swig. Yeah, for sure. For sure. I see some 4s coming on. Beautiful. All right, beautiful people. To sum everything up, you really want to be able to get that dream body you've been thinking about. And one of those pieces you could be missing is tracking the food going into your body, right? And tracking is amazing. And the great thing about it, guys, is you don't have to do it forever. It depends at where you're at in your journey, right? I can't say, oh, you only need to track for X amount of time, because we really meet you exactly where you're at. So there's not this magic amount of time. But what I can tell you is that there is an end date if you desire it. Some clients like tracking. Some clients like tracking a couple of days a week, but you don't have to track when you reach your goals, right? And you're just heading in the right direction and just feels so good. So I just wanted to touch on that for half a second. But guys, I had so much fun talking with you. But it's time for me to welcome Sierra, and she is going to give you some beautiful insight around your lifting program.
I want to share one thing really quick. So what she means is, like, when you hit your goals, still track, right? Still track in maintenance for several months to make sure that you're really building and establishing the habits in maintenance, then not track. I know that she meant to say that, but I'm like, let's make sure there's clarity for everybody, okay? So yeah, just because it's healthy, just because it's small, doesn't mean it should go untracked. It's not to be nitpicky. It's to actually have full awareness of what you're eating. It makes all the difference, like Megan was sharing. Okay, my love, you are.
Well, hello, it's Coach Sierra, and Meg, it's real. I think we've all been there with the BLTs. I know myself, it's real with kids. It's real with just, social settings in general. So, but I'm going to switch gears. I'm going to move on to more of our workouts because, hey, we see you. We love you, and we know you're putting in the work. You're working out, you're building muscle, and you're like, I'm building the physique of my dreams. And then you're like, but I'm not. But there's this, what's not happening here? And so maybe you're doing some group fitness workouts. Maybe you found some good like YouTube videos or workouts online that you love, and you're showing up, right? You're showing out. Maybe there's even some hit with like a little bit of like sprinkled lifting and intermingled. And there's this place where you're like, but I'm doing all this work, and you're left feeling confused, right? You're like, I'm utterly confused because I'm a rock star. I'm working it. I'm doing all the things. So why don't I look like Miss Olympia right now? Why am I not like, yeah, right? In the mirror, you're like, yeah. And when you pause and think about it, there might even be this moment where you're like, I don't really like my body. I'm building muscle. I can see there's muscle, but it's not like what I pictured. Like, again, right? Just really confused. And there's that voice that's like, maybe this is it. But I know you. You're like, no. I know there is more. There is more for me. I just got to figure out what it is, right? What is it? What do I need? If this sounds like you, will you drop me a 5? If you're like, yeah, that's me. You know what? That was me when I first started my journey. I was like, I'm doing it. What's going on? It's real. It's real. I love it. I love the brutal, raw honesty. Ladies, I love it. It's not always fun to say, but it's so beautiful when we're like, yeah, there's something I need. So would it be really helpful if we kind of chat through why this is happening to you and your body? Will you drop a 6 for me if you're like, yeah, let's chat about this? Like, I want to kind of uncover what's going on because I'm going to build this physique of my dreams. It's going to happen. And you're feeling this way. I love it. Yeah, let's do it. I love it. Yeah, let's go. All right. So one of the biggest problems when you are really building this fit feminine physique is what you do in your workouts really does matter. Your program matters, right? current research, and this is what Queens of Iron goes off of, is to build out in specific muscles that we really want to target, to build the most optimal growth, we need about 10 to 24 sets to grow our muscle. And if you think about that, you're like, goodness, every muscle I want to build, that's how many hours do I need to spend in the gym, Sierra? Like, goodness, no. That's why it's so important that, like, we change out your exercises throughout, Queens of Iron. Something we do is change your programming every 4 weeks so that we can sculpt and build your body out over time. And we can really put that work in your muscles in a beautiful place. And let's take a group fitness class, for example. Now, I love these. These are such a beautiful way to move your body and to exercise and just be so healthy. Absolutely. These are gorgeous. But this is going to create that look. Is it going to create that look you're going for? Is it? No. Because anytime we've got like a group workout or a fun workout online, we're kind of tailoring it to everybody. And when we tailor it to everybody, it tailors it to nobody. And that is where we want to get specific, right? So if you're looking for a specific physique, we got to get specific. And that's that strong fit, like what we think about that strong fit feminine look. And random workouts are just going to yield random results. And they might be really fun and engaging and just overall great for moving your body, but they're going to lack the specificity to really build and target your muscle growth. And so those random movements, each time you go, may not be working to form failure. And one of the biggest downsides we see is that you're going to sometimes, because they're just this all-encompassing class, sometimes certain muscle groups get overworked because it's for everybody, right? And they're, happening throughout the week. So, somebody who goes Monday might be going Monday, Wednesday, Friday. They're going to all the classes and they're hitting the same muscle groups over and over and over. And then, we neglect some muscles, we're overworking other muscles, and then we could be making some imbalances, possible injury. And also it goes back to, is it the look that we're wanting to create? Is this really the look that we're after? So when it comes to like really sculpting this fit and feminine physique, we want to get into the nitty-gritty details with what muscles we're targeting and what these workouts are for you. And I'm going to go into one of my beautiful clients, our beautiful clients, Arletta, because she comes to mind. When she came to us, she was doing F45 and she loved it. Like, she felt strong and powerful, but there was this but. She did not love the way her body was looking. And it was like, this wasn't the shape she wanted. She really, 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 she still does, but she did want to grow her glutes and her hamstrings. But those areas were not growing. And it was frustrating because she's like, I'm putting in all of this work. I'm training the house down. And it goes back to that, when we've got a goal designed for everyone, it's designed for no one. And the cool part was, we didn't take F45 away. We still let her go because she loved it. And we want to include those things you love too. But after 6 weeks of getting on Queens of Iron programming with her one day of F45, she saw massive changes in her body and loved the way she looked. And the coolest part is, like, she's just hungry for more. And she's actually decided, earlier than we had originally talked about, to drop F45 because she sees the benefit of really working the muscles that she wants to. She's like, I want the volume. I want to grow these glutes. And the great part is, we're actually starting to see that growth happening. We even had a conversation just like this past week about how her hamstrings have grown. And it's like, this is only the beginning. And we can see it. It's the most gorgeous thing. And why I share that is just, your training really does sculpt your body and makes you feel so beautiful and great in your skin. And just that, like, when I think of it, that lean fit look where you're like, yes, I'm working so hard. Yes, I'm seeing it in the mirror. And we just need to lift those weights, ladies. But with the right structure, right? To build out what we really want to build. So having that targeted lifting plan really builds out those muscles we want and helps you to build the physique you're looking for, which is why we love physique shaping so much, because it works with you, your individual strengths, your individual weaknesses, and what you really want to build, right? And the cool part is that's when we get to wake up and stand in front of the mirror and be like, I feel so confident. I feel like I'm a freaking powerhouse. And walk into your office just being like, I'm showing up. I know who I am. I feel freaking amazing. I'm going to voice my opinion. Everybody's going to know who I am. Get ready, world. You can walk into your closet, pick out an outfit, and you're like, I don't even have to think about like, those jeans going to fit me. Oh, I hope that doesn't like, am I going to have to try on 7 pairs of pants before I find the one that fits? You know, you're like, nah, I'm going to put this on. I'm going to feel like a absolute amazing. And even I think about like, we all want to be really intimate with our people. And it's like, you want to be so present in that moment, not thinking about your body, not thinking about what it looks like, just fully in love with who you are and inside and out, right? Like, just, this is me. It's the most beautiful, beautiful moments. And that body that you are thinking of, that you're like, that's my dream, it is so absolutely creatable. That's that physique shaping. That's that sculpted build. It's like designed for you, which is what I love, because your training program isn't going to look like hers or hers or hers. It's yours. And when you get that right training program, that's when your body will shift and show those gains. All right, ladies, I know that's a lot. I know I laid it all out there. What are you thinking about that? How does that sound for you? You can even give me an emoji. It could be like whoop whoop. You can give me anything. Yeah. Megan's like, yeah. Woo. Well, I love it.
Sarah, is that your dog snoring in the background? Tell the audience.
Gosh, yes, sorry. She's like emotionally like she's kind of like an emotional dog. So she's sleeping. So I'm sorry she's been snoring.
As we were waiting for the gals, I'm just being silly with you. The girls and I are laughing in the background. I'm like, pretty sure that's her dog. Megan's like, her husband.
I didn't think she was that loud, but sorry, everybody. She's a sweet dog. She's just a little emotional, needy dog.
I know I keep popping in. Ladies, just share it. It's okay. Like, what she's asking is, how do you feel about learning that? Like, is it making you question, shoot, does my workout have a specific routine? Like, the reason we're sharing some of these problems or like these topics is to help you start gathering awareness. Like, shoot, do I maybe have a hole there? So then you can fill it, right? So that's what we're doing, is helping you define where are your holes. So then you know, oh, shoot, okay, that's actually the missing piece. Oh, okay, that's actually the missing piece. So that's the intent of what we're doing here with you. Okay, I'll hop back off for you.
Hey, and I love it because it's always that, like Kristen just said, like, do I know why I'm doing my workout? Like, what I'm doing in that workout and why I'm doing it is a really beautiful question to ask yourself. Because if you're like, I'm doing it to move my body and be healthy, that's one thing. But if you're like, no, I've got these dreams or this goal body, there may just be some things that you want to think about a little bit more about, like your overall program, and start looking like, hey, is this really fitting my needs like I want it to? But the cool part is here, like, we get to have those moments, and I'm going to allow Coach Katie to come on, and really chat with us a little bit about like learning how to enjoy your life and build your life around maintenance and enjoy it and stay there and maintain your results.
Well, hello. Thank you, Sierra, and welcome everybody. I hope you are receiving just such value today, as that is always our goal. I want to have a little fun today and chat about having your cake and eating it too. I think that's something that all of us can agree on that we want. But I also know that you want to be lean, you want to be healthy, and you want to be fit, right? Another thing we can all agree on. Okay. So, and better yet, I know you want to just live your life. You want to be out on girls' night, date night, go to the movies, all of those fun spur of the moment things. You want to try new restaurants. You want to be a foodie, all of those good things. I know I absolutely do. And actually, right now, I would love to see a 7 in the chat if this is something that sounds like it's an important part of your life. Date nights, girls' nights, movies nights, being a foodie, trying new restaurants. I know you're out there because I know I am. So I want to see who is with me. I want to see who I'm talking to. Yes, there they are. All right. Lisa, Carrie, amazing. Where's the foodies? 100%. See? Yes. All right, ladies out there living life. Yes. Okay. So second question, Lorraine, all the 7s. Okay. Second question is how many of you, now I want to know how many of you feel like you have mastered that balance and flexibility of eating out and doing all of those fun things while you're still reaching your goals. So put an 8 in the chat now if you feel like you're already having your cake and eating it too. I want to see how many of you have mastered that. If you're in here, I think there's some in here though. There has to be. Yes. Perfect, Lisa. Beautiful. I love it. Okay, and I'm going to follow that. Our clients, yes. I'm going to follow that up with one more question because I really just want to see where everybody is at. It's so helpful for us to learn who our audience is too. So put a 9 now in the chat if you feel like you're just not super successful in this area and you know that you can be, but you're just not quite there yet. So an 8 if you're fully in, and a 9 if you feel like you're not as successful in this area yet, and you know that you can be. Okay. So I will just take a minute, take a sip here. Is there any 9s? 9s, there they are. Yep. Yes, yet. That is the key word. Perfect. All right. So there's definitely a balance of both of you, 8s and 9s in here. I love that. Okay. So I see you. You're working hard in the gym. You do track your food, right? You're doing all of the things. You're in the gym, like I said, you're tracking your food and you do live that super healthy, balanced lifestyle. But here is what's kind of happening when you do not have the right lifestyle strategies to be able to say yes to all those things and still see the results. Or my 8s, I want you to listen in, if not better results than you're receiving. You may already have that flexibility, but maybe it can be better. So listen in, even if you're an 8, please. So you say, here's some things. So you say, I'll just not log that in MyFitnessPal. Either it's too time consuming to figure it out, or maybe you don't want to actually see how over you might be on your calories or your macros because you're trying to just enjoy your fun plans and not think about that part. We don't need to see that. We'll just not track that. And then maybe that's kind of leading you into saying no to things possibly, or that you actually want to say yes to, or maybe just not being fully present as you know that you really can be. There could be a gap there with either 8s or 9s if that was you. Or do you ever go to track some things in MyFitnessPal and you pick the option that has the least amount of calories so it looks good on paper, but that's not actually what you're consuming? And I'm going to raise my hand because I did this a lot and I learned the hard way. It felt good on paper, but it was wrong. It did not serve me. Okay. And maybe you go out a few times a week and you find yourself saying, it really wasn't that many extra margaritas and chips, right? Like it's fine. It's fine. It's not a big deal. Just kind of move on. And that's okay in the moment. It feels right? You're happy. You're enjoying all the things. You're sharing laughs and you're enjoying your people as you should be. But in another way, you also feel like, shoot, there really needs to be some better balance here somehow because I'm working so dang hard in the gym. I'm eating really healthy and my results are just not quite as optimal as they should be, right? So you feel slightly torn between saying, it isn't that much I'm going over on those nights and I'm being pretty mindful. Or you're saying like, gosh, I feel like all the hard work the rest of the week I'm putting in should be enough, right? Maybe you find yourself saying some of those things. Maybe you feel a little bit bloated the next day and possibly sluggish, even though you're still going to the gym, right? But it's just not the best workout that you actually could be having. You're still going, still showing up, but there's just not quite the gas in the tank that you know there could be. And again, you're seeing results, right? You're going to the gym, but maybe sometimes you're feeling a little more plateaued more often than you would actually like. And that part is feeling really frustrating. So what is happening here is that we actually just don't have the right strategies or the accountability to, and then we end up overindulging, a little more than we planned, right? And what's happening too is we're missing out on just the complete flexibility that you can actually have. And here's the thing, it's without second guessing anything, and you're just fully present in those moments. There really is that space where you have such flexibility and you're completely present, and you don't have to second guess any of that. So ladies, I know without a shadow of a doubt that you all just want to be living in such an amazing, healthy and fit body while enjoying all those foodie adventures. We already agreed on that, right? You want to wake up each day and have the energy and the stamina to do what you want to do and smash your workouts. But here's the thing, if we don't take a moment to just get curious about having better balance and what is actually not serving you and your goals in the most optimal way, then we're really doing ourselves a disservice. You know, it's not a negative thing, but just have a moment of curiosity about your life and say, oh, could this be a little bit better? Could I have a little bit better results over here? Maybe the answer is yes. And I know it can be hard to log all the things and really learn mindfulness and holding yourself accountable to do all of that. I think as humans, that can be really hard to look inward and hold ourselves accountable. Like I said, I was the one that under-tracked. Okay. It was hard to hold myself accountable. I've been there. But you're going to feel the difference, and you're going to feel the shift in your progress and in your mind that maybe you knew you needed, but didn't know how to create the balance to fully get there. And guess what? It's actually going to take a lot of stress off of you that maybe you didn't realize you're holding on to, right? Maybe there's this piece where it's kind of stressing you out, but if you actually hold yourself accountable and show up and just log all of the things and see what's going on, you can create better balance which therefore takes that stress off of you, right? And all of this is just not happening because you just haven't learned the right strategies yet, and maybe questioning if there really even is that happy middle ground where you can truly feel like you're showing up in the way that you'd like for yourself and for your goals. And like I said, there is that place. And it's also about being there to make those memories with your people, spur of the moment, be the foodie, have the chips and the margs and all of the things. Like there really is that beautiful place there. So ladies, I want you to ask yourself, is it harder to really see how all the things fit into your life with much better balance? Or is it harder to just keep putting those things off and feel like you're not making the most optimal progress that you could be? It's a moment of choose your hard. And there's no wrong answer here, right? Everybody is so different. But really just take that moment. You owe it to yourself to just say, which is harder? What do I want to do? And get curious. It's okay. It's all learning and growing. And it's beautiful. The process is beautiful. And like I said, I know it's hard to look inward sometimes, and that feeling of possibly giving something up that's super important to you can feel a little bit scary. But again, I know I've already said this, there truly is just such balance there waiting for you to just uncover it. Just get curious and don't judge yourself. Just say, oh, could I have more balance over here? I'm going to try this. If it doesn't work, cool. Try something else. There really is a balance. So anyways, I think this is a perfect time to pass over the mic to Kristen, and she's going to help you solve one last kink in your plan to unleash your full power and potential to just live your most balanced, beautiful life.
Love it, Katie. Thank you. Awesome, ladies. How you doing? How's everyone feeling right now? Let me know in the chat. So I'm going to have Megan pull up your comments. But I'd love to know, like, how are you feeling? Is this giving you something to think about? Do you feel moments of ahas? Like, let me know, because we put a lot of time into these and we want them to be as valuable to you as possible. And so we definitely want your feedback because we're here to serve you. That's why we do it, really. And so we'd love to hear any feedback that you have to share. So please share that. And then I'm going to be talking about accountability. Now, I'm so excited because many of you will get, well, the intent is many of you will get value from this piece, but the person I'm really talking to is the one who has full belief that you can do it on your own. You're super smart. You're super smart. You feel good. You're competent in the industry, like in your fitness and nutrition. You're just learning, right? And so you want to just keep taking more time to figure it out yourself, right? And I value your drive. I think it's amazing. Your work ethic, like everything that you're putting into it. So I want to show you some gaps that can really take place with that approach to better help you decide which route you want to take moving forward, right? Harvard medical research even shows that having the right support systems around you are critical to achieve your goals faster and in a way you can maintain long-term, right? You're collapsing time, right? When you have like the right support systems in place. But when you're doing it on your own, it's a ton of trial and error, right? So I just want to talk through a few problems that arise when you don't have the right accountability systems in place. Again, so you can just recognize those pieces to know like, oh, shoot, maybe that's why I'm not, as fit in tone as I want. Oh, shoot, maybe that's why I'm really not where I want to be, things like that. So the first one is, for some, it's hard to be as consistent as you want on the nutrition side, right? Megan touched on that, those bites, licks, and tastes. Katie touched on that with like holding yourself accountable, like, okay, I'm really going to track all of the things, right? Really having your feet held down, like, no, just show up as messy as you are, just share it, right? Then solution can be put in place. But like Katie said, if you keep like, no, I don't want to see it, ignorance is bliss, it's just holding you back, but it can be hard to push yourself over, right? Okay, cool. You're wasting a lot of time too, right? Because you are trying to create the tools you need for the weekends. You're trying to create the blueprint, but you just have no clue what it is. So again, there's so much trial and error trying to figure out what's best for you. Does it feel good to be putting in the work? Yeah, because working may make you feel like you're moving forward, but you may not actually be moving forward. You may just be like running in place, right? Practicing the right tools is what pushes you forward. And so if you don't have that accountability, again, it's like you're just trying to create that for yourself, right? Now, on the flip side of that, if you are super consistent with literally not only tracking your macros, but you're hitting your macros. Carla Cole, you guys, she's our current client. She was like this for literally 2 years. She was consistent hitting her macros. She had really high food quality. She was working with trainers. She was doing group fitness. She was doing HIIT. She's, I think 56, Carla, if that's right. Post-menopause. Was plateaued, could not get the results she wants. Well, her problem is not consistency. So she's like, no, I don't need that. What is it? What is it? I'm like, Carly, you just need the right macros. She's like, I'm on it. I'm like, come here, come on, right? And so she came in and literally 26 weeks, she lost 27 pounds. She's almost to maintenance right now, reversing to maintenance, right? So what was it? It was having an objective view, because when we're so close to the picture, right? It's our body. It's our body that we're looking at. It's our food that we're eating. It's our energy, how we feel. It's our mood, right? When you're that close into it, business owners, entrepreneurs, just like your business, having the objective view allows for a logical view rather than an emotional view. So it's easy to see gaps, right? I'll share really quick. So we just created a system in my company to better serve you women. And it was a solution I could not see at all because I'm too closely involved with everyone, right? And so I had someone come analyze what was going on. And because she had a non-emotional objective view, she saw, oh, there's the issue right there. We fixed it. And it's like, oh my gosh, I would have never caught that. I would have wasted years never catching that, right? So the objective view is so nice to have. All right, here's another problem that can arise without the proper accountability system, right? Your weightlifting form, ladies. I'm especially talking to you women that feel like your form is awesome and on point. We've had loads of you guys, and I love it. It's amazing because you do have really good form. But if you feel like you're lifting perfectly, you're definitely not, because no one is, right? I've been training 15 years, lifting weights nonstop, literally nonstop for almost 15 years. And I still have areas to improve. Why? We're always getting stronger. We're always challenging our bodies. We're always doing more. We're always doing something different. We're always being challenged, right? You're not just born a master. You know what I mean? You got to refine. And so having an accountability person watching your form, whether it be through video or standing next to you. I love video because it's like done in your time, your space, right? You're so much more comfortable. It's amazing. But that way we can say, oh, your shoulder kinked up. Oh, drop that sucker down. Oh, now your back is engaged. Oh my gosh, your neck doesn't hurt anymore. Your headaches have gone away. Well, that's incredible. It was just a centimeter drop down. You didn't see that because it felt in place, right? Having the right accountability system catches all of these things without adding a single piece of work to your plate. In fact, it takes all the work off your plate because now you just get to show up, do your lift, know that you're doing what's right because you have that accountability system in place. And so you can just show up, do the work, get great results, and not have to do so much thinking and so much research and so much questioning and so much trial and error, right? Cool. Also with that, you get way better results, right? Because you're lifting the muscles that you should be lifting. I cannot tell you how many times we've seen weightlifting videos doing pull-ups or a seated row or like any rowing movement. And it's like, oh, your back's not engaged. You're actually just using your arms. No wonder your arms feel like sausage rolls and you don't like the shape of your upper body. Love, it's just like Sierra said, you're overtraining your bicep and your back isn't even engaged, even though you're lifting heavy weight and doing the right movement. This minor tweak wasn't put in place, and so your back actually wasn't working at all. No wonder you're not getting great results. Oh, your glutes aren't growing? Oh my gosh, it's actually because you're not even engaging your glutes when you're squatting. It's all quad, right? Things like that. Having the right accountability system helps tremendously in weightlifting form for that reason. Great. So another problem that can come up when you don't have the right accountability system in place is constantly second guessing. It takes so much time and energy. Am I even doing this right? I don't even know. Should I even be doing this? What a waste of time. I'm not even sure if this is the right choice. Should I get that or that or that or that? I don't even know. And I'm just exhausted asking myself so many questions. Okay, but lunch is in an hour, so I guess I'll do it again. Wow, right? Accountability, the right accountability system can just wipe that big fat load off your plate. So yeah, same with the macros, different life changes. Some women get super hungry on your menstrual cycle. No, you don't have to just endure the deficit. Maybe you're one of the women that needs higher calories on their cycle. I am. Seriously, I ate 1,000 calories more yesterday than my macros. Was that the best thing to do? No, probably not. But for whatever reason, I'm freaking ravenous on my cycle. Having someone to be by your side and talk through things is so nice, instead of going and ravenously eating the 1,000 calories, but being like, hey, Sierra, oh my gosh, this is what I feel. What do I have space for right now? Tell me logically, because like I'm about to eat a horse, right? Talking through it can really help you see like, okay, I guess I'll be okay with some tea and like 500 calories, right? Just as an example. Another thing, you may need a mental break for macros, right? Having the right accountability system can keep you in place and seeing results even when you're not tracking. Katie, Megan's client that she showed earlier, did you know a lot of that time she wasn't even tracking her macros? So how did she achieve those amazing results? Part of it was the lifting routine, right? Like Sierra said, but part of it too was Megan was watching her data every single week. And so when something popped up, let's say a 0.5 centimeter, she's like, hey, whoa, talk me through what's been happening. Red flag. But we catch it before She can even feel it, which is amazing because then you get to stay comfortable the whole time, right? Having the accountability system, the right accountability system allows you to completely release your grip, totally relax, see great results, and not have to be so nitpicky about every tiny thing ever, because your accountability system should do that for you. Okay, great. So here, let's see. I'll share just one more example. There's like a million that I could share with accountability. And actually, I'm not even going to use this example in my notes. I'm going to share a totally different one. One of our, actually two, but one specific gal comes to mind. And she has tremendously grown in her mindset. And she came in saying, oh no, I don't need any mindset work. Like, I'm solid. Like, I feel really good. Super successful in my career. Like, I love my home life. Like, yeah, my son's irritating me a little bit, but like, I'm crushing it. Like, I'm all good. I don't really need that. I'm like, okay, come on in. We'll see. And now I think it's been like 6 months and she's like, I can't believe how much mindset work is in there. I feel like a totally different woman and da-da-da. I'm like, oh yeah, girl, there's way more. Just wait. It's been so fun. It's so transformative. But without that, the right accountability system, the right questions aren't being asked. The digging isn't happening, right? You're too busy trying to figure out your macros. You're too busy trying to figure out lunch, right? Like, oh my gosh, there's so much work we got to dig through. So when you hit your goal this time and beyond, you don't go back again because you've changed who you are. You weren't just good for a time. Changing who you are requires that mindset transformation, that identity transformation. You're not that person anymore, no matter what you see. You're exactly who you want to be. Now let's make sure you have the right plan in place to get there, but the belief has got to start here. And when you don't have the right accountability system, it's hard to stay in that new identity when you don't feel like it. But when you have someone to talk through it and who's pumping that life and love and new identity into you, you're like, yeah, I'm standing in your confidence for a minute while mine's not there. It's life-changing, right? All right, ladies, cool. Yeah, quick note, I said the most successful people in the world have mentors, right? It collapses time. It saves you from hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of mistakes. And it helps you stop wasting time, right? Use your time practicing the habits, getting the fit and tone physique results and the healthy lifestyle results you want. So you have time to enjoy it. Don't waste another year. Don't waste another second, right? Some ladies, you guys, it's like trying to figure out this for 10 years. It's like, oh my gosh, you could have been enjoying this for 9 years already. Let's stop trying to do it by ourselves, right? It's okay to not have to do it by yourself. It doesn't make you less successful or less intelligent. It makes you more because you're recognizing, oh, I'm not a complete master of this. I'm a master of something different. So I'm not going to keep wasting my time trying to be a master of this when this isn't even my industry, right? I'll stop there if that makes sense. All right, ladies. Drop a word how you're feeling right now. Please drop one word with how are you feeling right now? This word could be empowered. This word could be a lot of information. This word could be needing to think. Like, oh, so much hopeful. I love that. So many women think, ooh, curious. I love that word too. So many women think, I think this is the body that I have to live in. It's like, oh no. Oh, no. There, you just need the right thing for you, right? Yeah, I love that. What else, ladies? Motivated. Beautiful. Keep them coming. Keep them coming. I want to see like 10, or I'm just going to stare at you with love. Excited. Nice. Processing. Yeah. Successful finally. Love it. Yeah, you guys, there is so many avenues in this industry, right? Do this to achieve this, do this to achieve this, do this. There's so many avenues. The avenue that Queens of Iron teaches on and teaches women is lift weights to design the body that you want so you can look and feel your best. So you can look and feel how you want to look and feel. while also using macros to develop healthy and sustainable lifestyle habits for you. Like Katie was saying, have your cake and eat it too. And like Megan was saying, teaching you how to have lots of vitamins and minerals through fruits and vegetables, having enough fiber, things like that, but still being able to have girls' night and margaritas and tacos, having the balance, right? It's really teaching you a beautiful structure and foundation of, this is what it means for me to live a healthy and fit lifestyle. And it looks different than the woman next to me. And that's right. That's right. Yeah, I love that. I love that. Encouraged. Okay, ladies, beautiful, beautiful. Well, that concludes our teaching of, helping you see 4 potential holes and how to fill that. Now, ladies, for those of you who are interested in having the right mentor, the right support system in place so you can turn up the dial on your fat loss, to build and shape your body to look and feel how you want it to, so you can rock your favorite 2-piece with confidence this summer, drop a 10. I'd love to share how we at Queens of Iron can support you, what our program includes. We'd love to just share through that. We do have a few spaces for one-on-one clients. The girls that you saw before, Katie, Megan, and Sierra, they are the one-on-one trainers with clients, whereas I do more of group coaching side of the house. So love it. So for those who are interested, yeah, just drop a 10. This is just to hear more on the video. Love it, Elizabeth. And then I'll share some information. Love it. And then we'll keep chatting with you more. But this way you're getting an understanding of what we stand for, what's included. And then if you're like, yeah, okay, I want more info again, we'll chat with you further about your specific goals. And we have a really beautiful process to make sure that we're a good fit. Because our clients get great results for a reason, right? We work with a really specific woman. And so we like to share all the information so you are extremely clear to be able to say, yes, that program is for me, or no, that program is not for me. And both are great, right? Because both are an action. If we are the right program for you, amazing. Let's talk more. If we're not, amazing too. Go find the right one, right? Because having the mentor is everything. Okay, great. I love it, ladies. So many times. Okay, so let's talk about it. So I'm going to share a graphic of just like the logistics of the program, but then I'm going to share kind of some silly commentary about our program just to keep things fun for you guys. Okay. All right, cool. Hopefully you can even see that. If you can't see it, don't worry. I'll talk through it. Okay. So the trainers and I really do all the heavy lifting to make this happen. You're going to be lifting super heavy too. Don't worry. We're going to get you extremely strong for sure. But we're also going to, shape your physique to be feminine and fit and toned and lifted with those beautiful arms and legs like you really want. Okay. So if you don't know the right macro plan for your unique body or your unique life, or you don't know exactly what to do, what you need to do to start seeing the fat come off every single week, or you don't know what lifting routine that you need to really shape your body, or you don't know all the tools and there's just so much unknown, this is really for you, okay? It's like, let us just hand you the keys. You can just drive the car, go through the wash, right? Which is like learning the habits, right? Go through the buffer, which is like toning and shaping your body, but you're just like sitting in the car driving it, right? The whole system on the outside like is being taken care of for you. And that's kind of similar to what we do. So I want to share how we're really different from other programs, because this is the question. I'm actually going to put my notes aside and I'm just going to talk to you guys. So this is a question that we're actually asked quite a bit, like, how are you different from other programs out there? And I have a really long answer, so I'm going to make this a short one. And any further questions you have, definitely let us know. The biggest way that we are drastically different from other programs is 2 things. One, we physique shape. It's really rare to find trainers that really know how to physique shape. And the second one is the level of support and communication we have with our clients. Where some companies give you a program and you're like, yeah, okay, do your weekly check-in. We'll talk to you in a week. But then like what about the rest of the week, right? Your questions aren't really answered. We are far from that. We really walk alongside you all throughout the week. I was talking to the trainers, I think it was yesterday, and Sierra was making a joke like, oh yeah, we're just in an ongoing conversation like every day, every week. I'm like, it's amazing, right? Because every woman needs something different. And we are so passionate about serving women because we've been on the other side of this. We know what it's like to feel uncomfortable in our skin, to deal with diets, to deal with binging, to, not feel like you can be able to go out, to having belly fat hang over your jeans. Sierra, you were over 200 pounds, right? Yeah. Like, I mean, say it again, love. 250. Yeah. And we've all been pregnant. We've all had babies. We've all been uncomfortable. And so we're so passionate to really serve our clients. And so we show up so much. We help with weightlifting feedback. We help you fill your macros. We help you time your food, space your food, balance your food, go out to eat, change your mindset, change your identity, like amazing things, fit it in your life, fit it in with your husband, fit it in with your family, like just the million things that come up for you. We're like your solution provider. So you don't have to put in the work to figure it out like most other programs you do. And that's okay. That's their structure, right? That's not ours, because if you could do it on your own, you would have already done it, right? We want to take all the work off your plate. So again, you can just see amazing results. At the same time, you're really developing those habits to maintain those results for life. True sustainable life, right? But we want you to look and feel amazing too. So we'll get you strong, we'll get you fit, we'll teach you how to do it forever, not have to track macros anymore, and still be able to maintain your results. And at the same time, we'll help build and shape your body to have that feminine fit curve, right? So when people see you, they're like, wow, she really works out. Like, she really takes care of herself. It's like, woo, 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 woo. That's what we like too, right? So we do that for you guys. So if you are interested in learning more and actually chatting through your specific goals, please send us a message. I'll pop 2 links. The first one is going to be Shelby. The second one is going to be mine, okay? Like I said in the beginning of this video, here, let me share this other screen. What happens, you guys, is when we send you a message, it's getting stuck. Here, let me find it. Sorry. It's getting stuck in your message requests because we're not friends on Facebook, right? And so if you click this link, it'll go directly to a message with us. The top one, let me post it here. The top one is Shelby's and the bottom one is it's just showing up as a line. So it's m.me/Queens of Iron. That's my account. m.me/Shelby Queens of Iron. We'll be able to talk more. Just share your goals. You can send a message. You can say coaching, or you can just start sharing your goals. Like, we're here to listen, and we'll chat through your goals specifically. If we feel like you're a good fit for us and we're a good fit for you, we'll have you fill out an online application. Just takes about 10 minutes, but we can get a little bit more information about really what you want to achieve and why it's important to you and the support that you need. And then I will film a video of me and your application, us like going through it together, talking through any questions you have, and then we can go from there. So it's a lot of communication before anything. So if you're at all interested, please send us a message. Let's chat through it. If for some reason you can't get the links and you're like, I'm interested, but I can't get in your DMs, just comment coaching in the comments and we'll get to you. Okay, we'd love to have you. Cool, ladies. All right. What questions do you have? What questions can we answer? This can be totally off topic. Oh, here, I meant to share this. This can be totally off topic. This can be anything you want. So this is what our chats look like, if you can see it. I sent Shelby a 7-minute voice message, so just ignore that part. But yeah, so this is my account, and then this is Shelby's. Okay, just make sure you're in the right place. So ladies, go ahead and let us know what questions you have. I'm going to pull the trainers back on, and let me get all 4 of us. There we go. And we'd love to hear any feedback or any questions you guys have. Yeah. We hope you enjoyed that very much. Ladies, anything you want to share while we wait for that to come in? As I'm like fixing my hair as it's a mirror. Sorry, we're still on. You guys get the real me here, okay?
Oh gosh, I think what you said, it's so true. Like, I think it's so powerful, like the power of we versus me. we're powerful in our own, but then there's this power that comes from like multiple brains on the table. And it's something that like, even myself, I'm that person who's like, I'm good. I'll do it. I'll figure it out. But it's like so nice to have a coach just saying like, let's do that. Are you, like talking through things, even when I'm like, I know, but it's like, like we all do that. Right. But it's like, it's so nice to just take that off my plate. And it's like, I can focus on my people, make sure they're good. And someone else can worry about me and make sure I'm good. Like it's beautiful.
It's like, I won't say their names, but Katie has a sick kiddo at home. So she's doing her mom duty, doing her best. Here, I'll pull up these comments in just a second, but it's just like, Katie, two of your new clients, the couple about to get married. Again, I won't say the name, but one of them owns a fitness and nutrition company, but she's like, I don't want to think about this. I want it off my plate. I'm like, hell yeah, girl, I get it. So trainers have trainers. Yeah, love Sierra words of wisdom. Sierra does have amazing words of wisdom.
Yes.
So any information, realizing it's dependent on what people choose to do. Turnaround time once application is submitted. Yeah, and or price range. Yeah. So once your application is submitted, unless you submit it in the middle of the night, it would be like pretty instant. We send you, so once we get your application, we'll send you over a little packet that just kind of goes through our coaching, goes through, hey, this is what's involved. Here's some other people's experiences. I have a link to read the trainer bios and things like that. There is a price range at the bottom of that as well. And then after you see that, if you have any questions, let us know. I'll answer them on the video. If you're like, no, good to go, just send the video. Then I'll create you a video of me talking through your app together. So yeah, you'll see that before we do the video to make sure that you're still loving what you see, right? We give you so much information, along each step, because we just want to give you 1,000,000% clarity, because we want women to love it, right? We want women to stay for however long it takes them to really accomplish every goal they have, and usually more, and then also maintain it, be able to wean off of macros, be able to maintain your amazing physique and your healthy life and your life with balance, right? Being social without having to track all the time. It does require still tracking just as diligently as you did in the deficit in maintenance. And personally, I recommend, it depends on each woman, but personally, I recommend around at least 4 months. Because when you look and feel amazing and you can eat more, that's a slippery slope. Like, you really need to develop the lifestyle habits and tools there, because it's totally different in a deficit. Your mindset is different. Who you are is different. Your activities are different. Like, everything is different. So you need time to develop the habits there as well. Then you can wean off macros and be successful long-term without tracking all the time. Yep. Yeah, you remind me. You guys know on let's know any other questions. On that Jumanji movie, and what's that guy's name? The Rock or something? He's like that steamy look, like.
Well, it's Smolder. It's Smolder. The Smolder.
But it's real, because you talked about earlier, like I used to weigh a lot, and I was the queen of losing weight, but maintaining it was always my struggle bus, because I never learned how to build that lifestyle in place. And that was, to me, one of the big pieces that a lot of women, like, they're really good at the losing, but then it's like, now what? Now what? Like
100%.
And it becomes lots of things. Scary to eat more food, or they're so excited to eat more food, and then lots of results. So it's
so true. Not to say her name, Katie, but M.A., right? Similar. Yeah, it was like last time she got to her, not with us, but before, she got to her goal, and then she went back to old habits. And this time, because there's been so much mindset work involved, and she's been sharing so much with Katie on a consistent basis, now she says, I'm never going back. I'm not at that place at all. I know she's way past any goal she's ever achieved right now. She's still going farther, and she's like, no, I'm never going back. I'm only going this way, and I'm maintaining it. I'm like, yeah, girl.
Yeah, I'm sharing her story on Thursday. So yeah, so that'll be exciting. But yeah, she's just like, she doesn't even, she's like, I don't even I don't even know that person anymore. I don't even know why I was stuck there. I was like,
Yeah.
"Hey." So,
That's so cool.
it's
Okay,
beautiful.
ladies. Awesome. Well, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them on and we'll come back later and check. But thank you, ladies, for being here. We really hope you loved it. And we're just excited to chat with you more. And trainers, thank you so much for being here as well. And we hope you guys all have a great day.
Bye, guys.